Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Hey, this show is dedicated to that sexy son of a gun right there, friend Yelly. If you buy one of our shirts on KocoSports.com or KocoSports.net, it takes you to the same place. We will do a Stump the Idiot, aka pro wrestling, or any type of questions Q&A. So just to show some love, I appreciate you guys buying my shirts. I know a couple of you bought shirts and never sent us photos, but you sent us a photo, we'll do a Q&A show just for you. So this show is dedicated to friend Yelly for buying our Internet Infantry shirt. Look at that Carlito son of a gun. Bump his knuckles. Give him some, but go ahead. Just bump his knuckles real quick. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. It really does mean a lot. We're a very small channel, very small blog, and every little bit helps. All right, so this show is dedicated to friend Yelly, and the show is called Stump the Idiot. All right, so let's switch it back. Much love to friend Yelly. Thank you very much. All the questions on this show will be from friend Yelly. And let's break it down. I am your idiot, Dave Coco from KocoSports.com or KocoSports.net, KocoSports.net. It takes you to same places where all the world comes to cash. You're home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Friend Yelly, much love. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. All right, so here are the 5 questions. We also put it down in the description, down in the doobly-doo. So let's break it down. And he had some real tough questions here, so I'm glad we can live up to the hype of Stump the Idiot. So let's do this. First question: why is it that WWE keeps promoting content around the Attitude Era period when their main product, Raw, doesn't even resemble what they used to offer? This is a very interesting question, and it's because there's 2 types of audiences for every business. And there's the money, and we're going through this with KocoSports, and it's fucking ugly. There's the money side and the eyeball side. There's the advertiser side, and then there's the eyeballs. And the thing is, you kind of want to kiss the advertiser's ass enough, but still have a lot of eyeballs. Because, WWE, they could have got NASCAR money. They could have got stuff, but then they're like, oh, well, we don't care about that demographic. We don't care about, the type of people that spend money. Like, here's an example. KocoSports, more people go to KocoSports for MMA and wrestling. But on the advertising side of the house, boxing, sumo, and fitness make a hell of a lot more money because people want to hit those people. It's the same thing with Google. If you do a show that's about, video games, pop culture, golf, you'll make a lot more money than if it was about wrestling. So the problem is that they know that the masses that will buy the $9.99 network want the Attitude Era. They want the Attitude Era so bad. But they also know Skittles, and whatever ads they have. They want PG. They can get that ad money. It's the same thing why politicians kiss babies. You just want a reputation of, hey, look, we're good guys. Look, we do this, we do that. And it's all just for the advertisers. That's what they care about. They care about the stockholders and the advertisers. And the reality is the better product was in the Attitude Era. I know younger fans are like, you're just saying that. No, I grew up in the 80s. Saw wrestling in the 70s. I'm not that old, but still, I've seen it. And no, the Attitude Era was the best. You had ECW, you had WCW, you had WWE. And it was just a magical time, and it was entertaining. And not only that, but like a lot of people are like, it's blood, it's chairs, it's this, it's that, and they want to talk down about it. No. Go watch. And maybe I'll start a series, but go watch a Monday Night Raw from start to end. Maybe what's today's date? Today is February 2nd. So go find one in the Attitude Era around the first Raw in February. And then go watch tonight's show. Take away the blood. Take away the cursing. It's still better. It's still better. I mean, The Rock and Stone Cold, they're still better the characters than Cena and not Cena. I mean, I'm sorry, let's use his birth name. Samoan Cena. So, yeah, the big thing is it's just that the eyeballs, the $9.99 people, the people that will actually pay the money, they get the good product because they are going towards the wrestling fans. because Skittles ain't gonna pay $9.99, but they're gonna pay thousands to be like, wow, you get the female demographic. No, Stephanie McMahon is lying to you. Advertising is more about smoke and mirrors. So the reason why they promote the Attitude Era, the reason why NXT is there, because they know the $9.99 market is pure wrestling fans. The casual fans not going to buy that. The advertisers are not going to buy that. They just bring the eyeballs. Where on Raw, they try to be something they're not. And maybe if they were trying to be something they were, maybe they would have got a better television deal. Maybe their people would get paid more. But when you're embarrassed of what you are, it seeps through. So there you go. All right, question number two. So do you think Cena's actually okay with passing the torch to Reigns? Or is it all a plan in a company to have Cena go strong for another 10 years? This is a great question because I don't think there's an answer to it. I think WWE is completely split. You had Dunn, McMahon, big muscles, selected guy, Cena's their guy, and then you have Triple H and other people like, no, it's time to pass that torch. I think there's some people within WWE, I think there's a really big power struggle, and it's for Vince McMahon's love and who will take over once Vince McMahon leaves. I think there's a real power struggle for that, and I think half of WWE believes that, no, we want John Cena on top for another 10 years. They're tooting that horn. When Philadelphia started booing, hashtag fuck the WWE Network, or whatever the hashtag was, cancel WWE Network, there was people like, well, we should have went with Cena. I told you, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. There are definitely people in that camp. But then there's other people in another camp like, no, we should move ahead. We should start, So I think that as far as in WWE, I think there's a huge split. Now, as far as Cena, I saw this meme. And it says, LOL, Hogan wins. LOL, Stone Cold wins. LOL, Cena wins. LOL, Reigns wins. And I was like, you know what? One of those is out of place. And I hate 3 out of 4 of those guys. But the one that's out of place is Stone Cold. And Stone Cold on his podcast says, no, you need a dancing partner. You have to go over. You're like, LOL, Hogan wins, I understand. LOL, Reigns, LOL, Cena, I understand. But Stone Cold was different. He let people be, I'm using his words, a dancing partner. He had people earn money. John Cena doesn't have that track record. So I don't think John Cena ever wants to pass the torch because John Cena, the character, always does the right thing. John Cena, the person, never does. John Cena only looks out for himself, and he's that type of person. And to me, I don't think John Cena wants to ever pass the torch. Maybe the only time he would want to pass the torch is maybe to one of the Bella twins. But no, he's a competitive guy, and he puts himself over the business all the time. And there's tons of examples, but the number one clear example is Umaga. It was actually in one of his top 10 matches, which is even a bigger slap in the face. Umaga was a monster at the time. And John Cena already had a title shot. He next pay-per-view, John Cena's going to become champion, or John Cena gets his title shot. But before that pay-per-view, he has to get past Umaga. So even if he loses to Umaga, he is going to get that title shot. And, if you were fucking for the business, if you were for having dancing partners, if you were for making money, you would have put Umaga over, won the title, and then said, oh, but last month I lost to Umaga. Oh my God, can I defeat the monster now that the title's on the line? That's what you would do if you cared about dancing partners, if you cared about the business, if you cared about making money. But John Cena doesn't care about that shit. And ask the guys that get fired how John Cena really is. He's a piece of shit. I mean, he's an ass-kissing piece of shit that gets handed everything to him. And, no, there's no way he's not. If he's not willing to put Umaga over when he's almost guaranteed another title run so that they can make money later down the line, do you think he's okay with Reigns taking his spot? No, John Cena's right in Dunn's ear, right in Vince McMahon's ass, and be like, see, And you tried something new, and these Philadelphia or internet fans or professional wrestling fans, they don't know what they want. We know what we want. More John Cena. Am I right, guys? Hukka, 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 hukka. So, yeah, do you think John Cena actually okay with passing it to... No, not at all. He's just a piece of shit. Look at him. Everything he does is for fucking PR. I mean, he works hard, and he does PR, but it's dirty PR. You know, I mean, not PR, charity. Robert Kofi on Twitter says at ROB10ERT says he has to pass the torch, but he will not. No, he'll hold on to that torch. He'll fucking hold on to it to the end. Because there's just every time John Cena has the opportunity, and you could be like, oh, but it's not him. It's the creative team. All right. But still, he still has some fucking responsibility. And people are like, oh, well, would you do that? Would you do that? Stone Cold did it. Why can't other people do it? That's why that meme really fucking irked me. It was like, oh, all right, ha ha, it's funny, it's a meme, but really, you fucking don't know fucking history. All right, so there you go. But I just wish WWE, you know, and it comes down to this. If there's one message that I get out of this channel that I try to pass on, that the best wrestler who connects with the crowd, heel or face, should be champion in a main event. And WWE wants to hand-pick guys over and over and over. Look at those muscles. Look at them. So yeah, it's a weird situation. All right, moving on. Let's see. Question 3 from Franielli. We're doing this. It's an all Franielli Stump the Idiot because he bought a shirt. Much love. You can buy a shirt at KocoSports.net, and we'll do our own Stump the Idiot for you. All right, question 3. Why do the company keep guys like Kofi, R-Truth, Ryder, etc. if they don't know what to do with them creatively? Yeah. Well, R-Truth, I think, is friends with Vince McMahon. At least that's what I've read. Ryder, I just don't think you want to lose Ryder. And the reason I don't think you want to lose Ryder is because he was the guy who created social media for WWE. WWE wasn't doing Twitter. WWE wasn't doing Facebook. WWE wasn't doing YouTube. I believe if it wasn't for Ryder, there would be no WWE Network. As far as why do they keep the guys, it's just they have to have a roster. People get hurt. People get injured. You have to do tons of house shows. And the real reason Kofi, Kingston, and R-Truth are on the roster, I mean, come on. They can't have all white guys. They have to have some color in there. I mean, even a racist has to hire minorities every now and then, especially if they're a publicly traded company. But no, it's just you need a roster. You need a roster of about 40 plus people, and you just never know. And maybe they sell shirts. Maybe they're friends with people. It's a very corrupt business. But yeah, and creative, they don't really have plans for a lot of people. I mean, it's very, 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 very rare these days that you go into a pay-per-view and every match has a storyline. I think that should be guaranteed. I just think even if it's a storyline on YouTube, a storyline on Superstars, a storyline on Main Event, if you are in a match in a pay-per-view, you should be able to go, the casual fan should be able to go to an internet fan or a super fan or a smark or whatever you want to do. We'll just call them Wrestling Nerd. A casual fan should be able to go to Wrestling Nerd and be like, hey, Wrestling Nerd, why are these two fighting? And the Wrestling Nerd should be able to explain why they're fighting. If not, you're fucking failing. It's like, you know, like, the Usos and Miz, why are they fighting? I don't fucking know. Fucking titles, maybe? Fucking boyfriend, girlfriend? Why are the Ascension and DX fighting? I don't fucking know. So, yeah, I don't think that's a knock on the talent that you listed as much as it's a knock on creative. I don't know, but maybe, like, how big is creative? You know, you hear different things. let's say there's 10 people. Let's say 10 people. There's probably more or less, people come in and out. But let's say you have creative 10 fucking people. If there's 10 matches at WrestleMania, be like, hey, I've talked about this before. I believe Vince McMahon will always book the main event. I believe, I think at the end of WrestleMania, we should say, hey, listen, you're part of the creative team. Your mission is one match on Mania. What is that match? And then build up to it and tell a story and all that. But to me, it's like, oh, how can we get John Cena over? How can we get Roman Reigns over? All right, throw the rest of the guys anywhere you fucking want. Oh, God damn it. The fans are cheering for who? Oh, why? Why can't you just like the big muscle guys that we fucking handpick? Why? So there you go. They need a roster, and they have 2 different spots. Because, like, if I was TNA, I know this sounds crazy, but Ryder would be high on my list, and it's not even for in-ring ability. It's just that he's he's a pioneer of pro wrestling social media, and I'm sure there's people that still love him, still follow his Twitter and all that. It's just got to be depressing because the whole, oh, you got to take a spot, you're not given a spot. You hear that on the NXT walls, and the FCW said that. And, they say, oh, you got to fucking take it, millennials. You can't just be handed to you. How did Roman Reigns take it, Vince McMahon? I'll tell you how he took it. He took it up his fucking ass. So, yeah, if I was TNA, I would try to get Ryder. Because Ryder is like the perfect example of, no, you work hard. No, you don't. No, you don't. I wish, you know what? WWE, stop lying to your younger athletes. If you want to tell the truth, I would have John Cena, Roman Reigns, go to FCW/NXT. I don't know why I keep saying FCW. I apologize. But you go to NXT and just be like, listen, dude, it's all about ass kissing. It's about looking pretty and ass kissing. If you can look pretty and you can ass kiss, you're fucking in there. Because anything else you tell these fucking athletes down at NXT is a pure fucking lie. It is a fucking lie. You are destroying your company within. Same thing with Be a Fucking Star. Cancel Be a Star. Until Roman Reigns and John Cena appear at a local fucking high school and tell you it's about looks and who you know, then you're fucking lying. Because you're lying to thousands and thousands of kids every fucking week saying, no, everyone has a fair shot. Don't be a bully. And you're ran by the biggest fucking bully-ass kissing fucking place ever. So, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, you need a roster. I mean, John Cena's not going to put himself over. There has to be someone there. John Cena can't wrestle more than fucking once a week. I love how he's like, hard work pays off. When the fuck were you on SmackDown, Cena? When the fuck were you on Saturday Morning Slam? When are you on Main Event? Shut the fuck up, Cena. Just fucking, you know what? The day Cena and Roman Reigns says, you know what? I was handpicked, and I'm a fucking greedy fucking douchebag. That's the first day I'll shake your fucking hands and say congratulations on being fucking honest. It's the fucking... Question 4. Seeing that you predicted Rusev versus Cena, I predict everything. I'm like the fucking fat, nerdy fucking Nostradamus of WWE. Do you think Rusev's character would have anything to offer after losing his undefeated streak, or would creative have to repackage him? I'm going to be completely fucking bitter just because it's going to happen. So let me just pre-warn you. I don't believe the undefeated streak's going to end at WrestleMania. I think the undefeated streak happens at fucking Mario Kart Super Fast Lane fucking 17 or whatever the fuck the next pay-per-view is. I think John Cena fucking buries him. Oh, don't use the word bury. He's on the fucking rainbow fucking circuit of Mario Kart. Whatever your fucking pay-per-view is. I mean, if there was even somewhat of business and John Cena wasn't a fuck... And this is it. This is another test. John Cena always fails his test. You want to make money? Have Rusev beat you at Mario Kart's Fast Lane. Then, at WrestleMania, get your revenge. That's what makes the most money. That's what makes the most sense. That helps the most characters. I think Rusev loses at Mario Kart, and then after he loses at the Mario Kart pay-per-view, he's just going to fucking be Kane. He's going to be Kane, Big Show, Mark Henry. He's going to be a monster when he has to be built up, and then he's going to be a bitch to everybody. I mean, think about it. When has WWE ever fucking delivered on a monster? Really? I mean, even if they have delivered it, it wasn't long-term. Eventually, every monster becomes fucking that guy that has to put over Cena once a fucking week. I think Rusev will go the same way Kane has went. He went undefeated. He had hype. He had the crowd. He was pure money. And they're like, you know what? Let's fucking ruin it with John Cena. Oh, look, John Cena beat him. Ain't he a great guy? And then Rusev will be like, well, what do I do next? I don't fucking know. You want to feud with Ryback? Mark Henry? You want to fucking wrestle Aki Bono at fucking WrestleMania in a sumo match? We got nothing for you. Fuck you. I don't even think they repackage him. I just think they're like, oh, he fucking lost. No more undefeated streak. Oh, well. What can he fucking do? Fucking dun 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 dun. The good guys always win. And when the good guys always win, they eventually stop being good guys. But WWE hasn't fucking got that in their heads yet. All right, last question from Franielli. Thank you for buying our Internet Infantry shirt. Much love. Appreciate it. How would Prince Puma do in WWE if he was to sign a contract? Would he be able to stand out with his athleticism, or would he be lost in the shuffle like many others before him? I think he would be a star in NXT, and maybe he would do good. I mean, he's obviously one of the best wrestlers in the world. His promo skills, you know, are up there with Roman Reigns. I think it would be one of those guys we get super excited for. They put him in NXT. We see some amazing matches. He comes up to WWE and fucking flounders. I think that's what happens. I could be wrong, but a lot of things, you know, like I give CM Punk a lot of credit, and maybe too much credit, but I think if it wasn't for CM Punk being successful, there would be no Daniel Bryan. There would be no 2 out of 3. There wouldn't be no talented Shield members. I honestly believe CM Punk broke that glass ceiling for a lot of people, and I know WWE and CM Punk haters are never going to give him that credit, but I believe it. I think if CM Punk fails, indie wrestlers on WWE are gone, completely gone. I believe that, and I think with this new class of NXT, Prince Devitt, Kenta, and all that, if they fail, I think it's another fucking because there has to be someone that breaks that glass ceiling. And it was CM Punk, then Daniel Bryan. Who's next? And I would have to say the NXT guys. And, you know, if Prince Devitt can do good, then Prince Puma can do good. I mean, it's just fucking royalty. 1 Prince plus 2 Prince equals fucking the King of Kings. But no, I'd love to see him go to WWE. But just like Prince Devitt and Kenta, I'm scared. And, you know, someone will be like, well, remember that one time you were scared about Dean Ambrose? Dean Ambrose is white. And on top of that, Dean Ambrose isn't really on fucking top. He's nowhere near where he should be as far as talent goes. For every one guy you say, oh, but look, he's on top, there's hundreds and thousands that fucking fail. It's just ass. Because you know what? How would Prince Puma do? I don't know. How good is he at ass kissing? I mean, in Dragon Gate, it's all about talent. At Lucha Underground, it's all about talent. In the Indies, it's all about talent. I don't know. If someone met Prince Puma, dear Mr. Lucha, dear Mr. Gate, dear Mr. fucking Independence, does he come in just completely kissing ass? Because that's the only factor that matters. If you kiss ass, you're pretty, but he doesn't have the big muscles. Who knows? I would be rooting for him beyond belief. I'd be screaming at my web camera and all that fun stuff to make sure that he goes. But at the end of the day, it's fucking Prince Puma in WWE. If I can know, WWE hates talent. Look at it. Look at it. I can hear a WWE defender now, but they gave you Roman Reigns. Isn't that what you always wanted? No, it's not what we always fucking wanted. Never. All right, let's go to some live comments. Franielli, I appreciate it. This show was dedicated to you. Much love. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's practice. Robert Kofi, hi, you doing, Dave? Good morning from Ireland. All right, good evening from Tokyo. Robert Kofi. Robert Kofi also says, back when Austin and Rock were there, were story all down. There were story all down the roster. Yeah, exactly. Go watch the Attitude Era. Go watch ECW. Go watch WCW. WCW. All right, let's focus. Let's go watch Paul Heyman's ECW. Go watch Attitude Era WWE. Everyone that came out of the curtain you cared about. That's when you're doing a good job out creative. When you're saying, no, we gotta force muscles down your fucking throat, you're booing, well, we're gonna fucking double down. You're just a stubborn asshole. You ain't fucking creative. You're just a stubborn asshole. Total elimination. Hey, did you hear Reings on Sam Roberts' podcast? He says he doesn't care if people, fans accept him. He basically said, I just want to be rich. Him and Seth should switch spots. He's the real sellout. Yeah, it's true. And not only that, but like I didn't hear this. I know I read a column, but I wonder, did Sam Roberts comment on it? Did he follow up? The problem with today's media, especially in pro wrestling, is they want to be your friends. This is how a celebrity gets you, right? This is how a celebrity gets you. And this is how you become a piece of shit. And I'm not picking on Sam Roberts, but I want to know. I'm asking you, Total Elimination. Did he follow up? Did he ask a tough question? Did you know what I'm saying? Are you like, well, your bubble of your family, your tradition, do you think it's right? Did he follow up or did he giggle and go, you're right, Roman Reigns, you're right. I'm glad you're on the podcast. Of course that's what he did. Because you know what? We live in an era where if someone says something negative about you, you could be like, you just want to be me. I mean, can you imagine? Let's take this fucking logic a bit farther. Excuse me, Mr. Homeless Guy, you're pissing your pants and your piss is fucking getting on my goddamn shoes. Can you stop pissing your pants? Oh, you just are a hater and you just want to be me. No, Homeless Guy, I want you to stop pissing on my shoe. We live in a fucking bubble, especially WWE. They live in a bubble, and people live in a bubble where everyone that doesn't like you wants to be you. That's not the fucking case. I used to be a Marine. In Okinawa, they hate fucking Marines. This was in the 90s. And they would say, go home, Yankee, and throw fucking eggs at you, and, do horrible things. And they had every right to do that. I've been to a bunch of third world countries. They have every right to do that. Not once did I go, they just want to be a fucking 17-year-old kid who's going to eventually fucking almost kill himself multiple times behind a machine gun, get paid less than minimum wage, and fucking be fucked up for the rest of his life. They just want to be me. No, it doesn't fucking work. This is an example. I am most likely going to die. Sad story. I'm probably going to fucking die. Was that an ambulance or a violin? I don't know. My sound effects are horrible. I'm mostly going to die in 10 years. I'm okay with that. Doctor said, hey, dude, you're probably going to fucking die. 10 years. I'm like, no. I got a 2-year-old son. I'm going to watch him graduate college. Then fucking it's time. Death, you can come after me then. I'll probably regret those words, but how long is YouTube going to last? But here's the thing. If I'm on my fucking deathbed, and I was on my deathbed 2+ years ago, maybe 3 years ago, if I'm on my fucking deathbed and fucking Shaq Fu, the fucking giant genie who makes 3 fucking wishes, he's like, hey, I'm fucking Shamsu, or whatever the fuck black fucking Shaq genie was, all right? And he's like, you could either be you and you're gonna fucking die, or you could be Roman Reigns. Yeah, I'm gonna choose me. And you're still a fucking asshole. Now, I don't know much about Sam Roberts. He's way more popular than me. But I wonder, did he ever fucking follow up? Like, you're kind of a fucking dick. You're kind of a dick. And fucking not only that, but like fucking follow up on other shit. Like, because like, all right, here's the thing. Like here, he's saying he doesn't care about the people and fans except him. He's basically just in it for rich. Why not follow up by, so you're basically just living in your fucking family's footsteps and you have no real skills and no desires for yourself and you're just hoping to cash in off your family. How does it feel to be chosen from the right fucking family, you piece of shit? Was that a follow-up question? Was that a follow-up question? No, it wasn't, because we're gonna be best fucking buddies. I'm in the business, right? Hey guys, I'm in the business. No, fuck him. Actually, in defense of Sam Roberts, I haven't actually heard the podcast, but I've heard so much in the media. So much. You know, like I used to do news in between podcasting and fucking shooting people. I used to be in the news. And I remember my first interview ever. They were like, "Oh, you can't interview people like that." I'm like, "Why?" He didn't answer my question. I just did a follow-up question. And like, "Yeah, we can't have follow-up questions or they're going to take away your pass." And I was like, "You know what? Fuck the media. Fuck interviewing people. What is Roman Reigns going to say? Oh, I'm a hater and I want to be him. All right. Way to go. That's how moving on. The Nerdman 2. What do you think is happening with Dean Ambrose? I think he sold more merchandise than Cena over Christmas. They can't advertise that, so now they want to fucking ruin his character while still doing it. How is the second biggest merch seller, number one over Christmas, getting so fucked by booking? Is WWE nuts? No. They have a monopoly. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They don't have any legit competition. They have so many fans that will blindly defend it, so they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's like being the only pizzeria in town. Do you give a fuck if you have the fastest delivery boy in the world, or do you want your fucking high school buddy that you fucking smoke weed with and fucking high five every day? They say we pick who you like, and if you don't like it, lump it. How is WWE still alive as a business? This is the genius of it. They are awesome at. This is why they're still alive. They are awesome at marketing. WWE is awesome at marketing. I think they should flip the letters around and call it McMahon marketing. They are geniuses at marketing. They are geniuses at PR. Just look at the stunt they did this week. All those press releases coming after bad press. They are really good at what they do. Running a business. They're horrible at it. But then on top of that, they have convinced the Sam Roberts of the worlds, the podcast of the worlds, that what they do is a big secret. And if you support us, you're smart. And you know, and you're a good podcast. You're a good boy. You're a good fan. They've convinced the world that if you think the product sucks, you don't know what it is. Let me tell you something. You can get a guy from a fucking cave. You can go to a third world goddamn country, pull the guy out of the fucking cave and be like, "Come here, sit down, watch this shit. Here's a fucking iPhone." He figures out the business. It's not that fucking hard. Go download a script. Go watch a few documentaries. Read a couple Wikipedia entrants. You're into the business. Congratulations. It's a fucking scam. But the thing is, it's a smart scam, because there's fans that are like, well, I could speak my mind, be a passionate fan, but then people on Facebook will make fun of me. So know what I'll do? I'll make myself feel superior by making fun of wrestling fans. You know, let's look at Seahawks fans. Do you think any Seahawks fans are going around going, "You fucking Seahawks, you lost"? I'm a Seahawks fan too, but fucking, I fucking know what's really going on. No, because that would be stupid. Do you think anyone's doing that in Arrow? The thing is, they have the Sports Entertainment Shield, that when you compare them to a sport, they say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 we're entertainment." But then you compare them to entertainment, they're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 we're a sport." Meanwhile, you're really nothing. Nerdman 2 also goes on, same with D-Bry. Who am I, even as a fan, if you're over it, right? Triple H and McMahon's are crazy. I can't believe investors are aren't calling them for stand down. And some of them are. There was a big story earlier in the year that they wanted to step down. They want McMahon to step down. They want the creator to step down. That's why I hope Stone Cold. I know a couple of members of the Internet Infantry said this. Stone Cold, there's one question. I know you ain't going to follow up, because no one dares has a follow-up question. You know, the only time people have follow-up questions is when they're on a fucking network that hates them. If they love you, you ain't having a follow-up question. I hope, enough people tweet him this. I hope that he asks, what is the weakest part of WWE? And if Triple H doesn't say creative, he's full of shit. Robert Kofi, Cena has to lose at Fastlane. If not, they can go fuck themselves. And it's another character test. You know, will WWE and John Cena do the right thing and make a little money and tell a story, or are they just gonna fucking let John Cena fucking win? And congratulations. They fucked it up with fucking Umaga back in the day. They'll fuck it up again. I'm going to go through Lydia's a little quicker. Lennox Wooderson, what's a good question for Austin to ask Triple H tomorrow? Oh, I think I just said that. I would just be like, Austin, dear Austin, because I know he listens to our podcast, one of the most legendary wrestlers, one of the most popular podcasts in the world. I'm sure he wastes his time with us. I would just say more follow-up questions and ask him, you know, what's the weakest part of the company? Just ask him what the weakest part of the company. And then here's another question I would ask Triple H. And follow-up questions are key because, you know, they're PR geniuses. They're going to have their answers ready. You know, Boom Boom always says this, and it's true. In media, you learn, if you don't like the question, you just answer the question you wanted them to ask. That's why follow-up questions are important. They are PR geniuses. Another question I would ask him is, could it be that the product, that most of the fans do like it, and you still make money? Because it seems like not all the fans like John Cena, but fuck you, we're going to make the most money. Not all the fans like Roman Reigns, fuck you, and make the most money. But could it be, hey, you know what? I like this Stone Cold guy, and you're making money. Is that a possibility? Is there a possibility that, God forbid, the casual fan, they spend their money on your John Cena merchandise, and the hardcore fans go, you know what? I enjoyed that. Like, you know, could a Dolph Ziggler get over with the casual fans? Could a Daniel Bryan get over with the casual fans? Of course they can. Then why? Why? Why hate us more than fucking loving your own product? Has WWE missed their opportunity with Ambrose? No, they can go. No, Sam. Oh, Lennox Wooderson answered this. This is good. No, Sam Roberts never did a follow-up question. Of course. And I bet you, I don't know, I'm not picking on Sam Roberts, I'm just picking on the media. I bet you he giggled and fucking agreed with them. He just said the fans would piss themselves if they locked up with Reigns. Of course. Of course. Wow. Great. Like, my whole thing is, right? Hear me out. In the age of YouTube, if you don't have an opinion or you don't challenge questions, why do you even have to be in the room? Like, does Sam Roberts need to be in the room? He said, I mean, couldn't what I'm doing right now, reading your comments, reading your tweets, reading, you know, Franielli's questions. Thank you, Franielli, for buying our shirt. It means a lot. We're a small company, and it does mean a lot. Why can't he just do that? Why do you need Sam Roberts? If he's not going to question him and not have follow-up questions or challenge each other, why not? Why does he have to be there? Why? Roman Reigns, do your own fucking podcast. Why do you have to be there? Roberts is a piece of trash. It's how he gotten as far as he has. I don't know much about the guy. I don't want to throw him under the bus, but when I heard the question, I knew he was a bitch and didn't have a follow-up question. And that's not a knock on Roberts. That's just a knock on the media. The fuck's the point? Like, my whole thing is, even if you have guests and you don't want to ask them tough questions, then why not do a review show? Why not talk about something? Why not bring up a topic? Why not be like, well, what do you think about this? Like, why ask them questions, then just laugh and giggle? Like, it serves no purpose. Could be replaced by Twitter. All right, 2 more questions, and then I'm out of here because I got to cook dinner. You know, because I'm sure Sam Roberts has to cook spaghetti. No, I don't know much about Sam Roberts. I don't want to throw him under the bus. But follow-up questions, sir. Follow-up questions. I am Mikey. Mike Ashman says, what's up, Coco? So it is Mania season, and E is damn near booking themselves in a corner. How would you fanny book this year with the key players and top draw matches? Who would you put on the card? All right, 2 things, I am Mikey. 1, I got that tweet from at OSCINO_fly, and me and Rob will do that or future Stump the Idiot. And the second one is before the Rumble, I did that. I don't know if you caught my one before the Rumble, how I'd book WrestleMania, but me and Rob will do it. We'll have fun with it. Oh, God forbid a pro wrestling fan have fun. BGC Fan 17 says, Dave, I'm starting to think that you said about Roman Reigns is set up to fail. Vince would rather lose a lot of money than do anything else except his own dumb ideas. At the end of the day, Vince is a 70-year-old delusional man. Yeah, and not only that, but he's surrounded by yes man, and that's one of the most dangerous things in the world. It really is. But I don't know if he's completely set up to fail. I don't think it's like, oh, throw Roman Reigns out to fail. I think if Roman Reigns does fail, John Cena will get the push, the rub, and be like, well, we tried. Look what we did. We tried. And no. And not only that, but propaganda is so easy to pass. Well, you've always loved Roman Reigns. You wanted Roman Reigns to win the Royal Rumble. No, they weren't booing Rey Mysterio because they wanted Roman Reigns. Well, you were cheering Roman Reigns 6 months ago. Yeah, because he was part of the Shield and he was making John Cena look bad at the time. But you just can't. They just make shit up and then people find it. The diehard WWE addict says, on Total Elimination, yep, just like Vince. And the diehard WWE addict says, Cena ain't passing the torch until he has to retire, which is in anytime soon. And I agree with you, diehard WWE addict. I think there's another 10 plus years. I think we see a John Cena Nation 20-year shirt before he retires. And that makes me sad. That's what makes me cry at night. All right, thank you. If I missed any of your comments, I do apologize. But I have to go cook and do real life stuff. Yay! All right, like, comment, subscribe. Once again, this show was all because of Franielli. We answered his 5 questions because Franielli went to KocoSports.net and bought a T-shirt. If you buy a T-shirt, send a picture of you wearing it. We'll put you on the blog, and we'll answer 5 of your questions directly, and appreciate it. We are a very small company, and we don't have the luxury of saying, hey, you fucking fans are stupid. I don't know that, but even if I was, let's say I became the most successful human being in the world. I don't think I could ever do that. I don't know. I'm not a fucking dirty asshole like that. But you know what? I know one thing. I have like 2 or 3 books out. I know one thing. Just between the podcasters, when people give me bad reviews, I'm going to totally respond to them like Roman Reigns. Your book sucked, and I fucking wiped my ass with it. Be like, you just want to be me, don't you? You're just a hater. Millennials. We don't give them anything except, unless they were born into it or chosen by royalty. All right, please like, comment, subscribe. Also, check out KocoSports.net. It's our blog, KocoSports.net. We hope to improve this show. Not this show, but the channel. I mean, I don't think the show can get any better than this because, I suck. We hope to improve the channel, and we also hope to improve the blog. So hopefully one day we'll be your #1 stop for wrestling reviews and combat sports news. All right, Franielli, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Go to KocoSports.net, like, comment, subscribe, and with that, I am over. Bum, 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 ba-dum.